The year is 1680, and you are on the shores of a strange new land filled with wilderness and uncertainty. The tantalizing promises of land and opportunity were enough to lure you away from your family and friends in England. You knew that the new world would be nothing like England, but you were still a bit shocked when you finally landed on the marshy shores of a village called Newbury in the colony of Massachusetts and saw nothing but about a dozen sturdy little homes, a church, a meeting house, one tavern, God be praised, and not much else. You quickly learned that it was a good thing you got a crash course in raising livestock and woodworking back in England, because you are soon doing everything for your own survival on your own. Still, the back-breaking work is worth the 100 acres of land granted to you on your arrival. You're just settling in your freshly built home when the sheriff of the town knocks on your door. Apparently, old Elizabeth Morse has been arrested on charges of witchcraft. Her husband, a cobbler named William Morse, has been complaining of strange occurrences. On multiple nights, William and Elizabeth would be awoken by the sound of rocks and sticks being thrown at the house with great force, with no one there when they went outside to look. Objects went flying around the house by some invisible hand, enough to actually injure William and Elizabeth. One night, the couple awoke to the grunting of a great hog that had somehow gotten into their house and with the door locked. Strange occurrences indeed. So strange that only the devil could be to blame. But the devil needs an accomplice. So who? First suspicion fell on Morse's ill-tempered grandson, and then on a neighbor named Caleb Powell. Nothing could be proven against the grandson or Powell, and with nowhere else to look, the paranoid eyes of the town had most recently fallen on William's wife, Elizabeth. You might have escaped suspicion had it not been for a rather ill-timed chat you had with Elizabeth the other day. You tell the men it was just a harmless conversation, but it's too late. Before you know it, you're arrested right alongside Elizabeth on suspicion of witchcraft and locked up in a tiny cell adjoined to the town meeting house. No matter what you say, the residents of this small, strange village have made up their minds. You must be guilty. Did you really leave everything behind just to be falsely accused and executed for witchcraft? And poor Elizabeth, she is a hard-working, respectable woman who you have really gotten to like since arriving here. You don't believe Elizabeth is a witch just as much as you know you're not one. How will you ever get out of this? You have heard rumors that the next ship back to London from Boston will be leaving in 2 days. If only you could escape yourself. You'd be able to sneak through the woods and make a run for it. Make it, and you'll be halfway across the Atlantic before anyone can stop you. If you did escape, you might even be able to tell someone about the false accusations echoing around Newbury Village and be able to save Elizabeth. You know an escape will be complicated and dangerous, but you are ready to take whatever steps are necessary.